The internet is exploding right now, and if you blink, you might miss the moment everyone is talking about. Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner have just made another appearance together, and fans are absolutely losing it. Before we dive in, make sure you hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe, because this story is unfolding fast, and you do not want to miss what happens next. What started as quiet speculation has now turned into a full-blown global obsession. Cameras flashing, whispers turning into headlines, and social media platforms lighting up like wildfire, this latest sighting of Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner is sending shockwaves through the entertainment world. The chemistry, the body language, the subtle details, fans are analyzing every frame, every glance, every move. It all went down during a high-profile public appearance that no one expected to become this viral. At first, it seemed like just another celebrity outing. But within minutes, clips began circulating online, and suddenly, everyone noticed the same thing, the undeniable connection between these two A-listers. Timothee, known for his reserved and artistic persona, stood confidently beside Kylie, the beauty mogul and social media powerhouse who knows exactly how to command attention. And then, something shifted. A look. A smile. A moment that lasted just seconds but felt like forever. Fans immediately jumped to conclusions. Is this just another casual appearance? Or is there something deeper going on behind the scenes? The internet has been divided, but one thing is certain, people cannot stop talking about them. Comments flooded in within seconds. They look so real together. This isn't PR anymore. You can't fake that kind of chemistry. And just like that, the narrative changed. What was once considered a surprising pairing is now being seen as one of the most intriguing celebrity relationships of the moment. But here's where things get even more interesting. Sources close to the situation are starting to hint that this appearance was not random. In fact, insiders suggest that this might have been a carefully timed moment, one that signals a new phase in their relationship. And if that's true, then what we're seeing right now might just be the beginning. Because behind the glamour and flashing lights, there's a story that hasn't fully been told yet. Timothée Chalamet has always been known for keeping his personal life extremely private. Unlike many Hollywood stars, he rarely feeds into the rumor mill. Kylie Jenner, on the other hand, has built an empire on visibility, influence, and control over her public image. So when these two worlds collide, it creates something unpredictable, something fans can't quite figure out. And that mystery? It's exactly what's fueling the obsession. Now here's the twist that has everyone talking. Midway through the event, something unexpected happened that most people didn't catch on the first watch. A brief interaction, subtle, almost hidden, has now been replayed thousands of times online. Some say it was confirmation. Others say it raised even more questions. But either way, it changed everything. Zoom in. Slow motion. Replay. That single moment has become the centerpiece of countless discussions. Was it a private joke? A sign of affection? Or something even more significant? The internet is dissecting it frame by frame, and the theories are getting wilder by the minute. And just when you think you've seen it all, another angle surfaces. Another clip. Another perspective. This is where the story takes a deeper turn. Because beyond the viral clips and trending hashtags, there's a bigger narrative forming. One that speaks to how modern celebrity relationships are consumed, analyzed, and sometimes even constructed in real time by millions of people watching from their screens. Timothee and Kylie aren't just being seen, they're being interpreted. Every move becomes a headline. Every gesture becomes a statement. And in a world where perception can shape reality, the line between what's real and what's assumed becomes increasingly blurred. But here's the payoff, the moment that brings everything together. Despite all the speculation, all the noise, and all the theories, one thing stands out more than anything else: authenticity. Whether you believe in the relationship or not, whether you think it's strategic or spontaneous, there's an undeniable energy between them that people can feel, even through a screen. And that's what's driving this entire phenomenon. Because in an industry often criticized for being artificial, moments that feel real, no matter how brief, are incredibly powerful. As the night came to an end, the buzz didn't fade. If anything, it grew stronger. Social media platforms continued to explode with reactions, edits, and breakdowns. Influencers weighed in. Fans defended their opinions. And the conversation kept evolving. So what happens next? Will Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner address the rumors directly? Will they continue to make appearances together? Or will they let the mystery build even further? At this point, anything is possible. And that's exactly why the world is watching. If you've made it this far, drop your thoughts in the comments. Are they the real deal, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates, because this is one story that's far from over. Just when the noise should have started to fade, something unexpected happened. The story got louder. Within hours of that appearance, new footage began to surface from different angles, different moments, different perspectives. Each clip seemed to reveal something slightly different, like pieces of a puzzle that no one could quite put together yet. And once again, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were right at the center of it all. What made this wave different wasn't just the visuals, it was the reaction. Fan communities across platforms started comparing timelines. Old interviews resurfaced. Past appearances were re-examined. People began connecting dots that, until now, didn't seem to matter. Suddenly, moments from months ago were being framed in a completely new light. And then came the speculation that changed everything. Some insiders claim that this isn't just a spontaneous connection playing out in public. Instead, there's growing belief that both Timothée and Kylie are navigating something far more calculated, balancing genuine emotion with the realities of fame at the highest level. It's a theory that has split fans right down the middle. On one side, you have those who believe this is completely authentic, a rare, unfiltered connection between two people from very different worlds. On the other, skeptics argue that nothing at this level of celebrity happens without intention. But here's the thing that keeps pulling people back in. Even the skeptics can't look away. Because every new appearance, every subtle interaction, every almost hidden moment adds another layer to the mystery. And just when you think you understand what's going on, something shifts again. A new clip began trending late into the night. Short, blurry, but powerful. In it, Timothée appears to lean in slightly, his expression softening in a way fans say they've rarely seen before. Kylie responds almost instantly, not dramatically, not performatively, but naturally. It's a moment so quick that you could easily miss it. But once you see it, it's hard to unsee. That clip alone has sparked thousands of theories. Body language experts are weighing in. Relationship analysts are breaking it down. Even casual viewers are turning into detectives, pointing out details that others might overlook. And somehow, with every new analysis, the story becomes even more complicated. Now here's where the tension really builds. Because while the public is busy analyzing every second, neither Timothée Chalamet nor Kylie Jenner has fully addressed what's happening. No official statements. No clear confirmations. Just appearances and silence. And in today's media landscape, silence can be louder than words. It creates space. Space for speculation. Space for interpretation. Space for curiosity to grow. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Some fans believe that this silence is intentional, that it allows the story to evolve organically, without being confined by labels or expectations. Others think it's a strategic move, designed to keep attention exactly where it is, on them. But then, something else surfaced that added an entirely new dimension to the story. A behind-the-scenes account from someone who claims to have been at the same event. According to this source, what cameras captured was only a fraction of what actually happened. Off-camera moments, small interactions, quiet conversations, shared reactions, paint a picture that feels even more personal, more real, and perhaps more revealing than anything seen online. Of course, there's no way to fully verify these claims. But that hasn't stopped people from believing them. Because they fit the narrative that so many want to be true. And this is where the story becomes more than just a viral moment. It becomes a phenomenon. A real-time unfolding narrative shaped not just by the people at the center of it, but by millions of observers interpreting, reacting, and amplifying every detail. It's no longer just about Timothee and Kylie, it's about the way we engage with celebrity culture itself. The way we search for meaning in fleeting moments. The way we build entire stories from seconds of footage. The way curiosity turns into obsession. And right now, that obsession is at its peak. But just when it seems like things might settle down, another twist emerges. A new public appearance could already be on the horizon. Rumors are circulating that the two may be seen together again sooner than expected. If that happens, it could either confirm everything fans have been speculating, or completely change the narrative once again. Because with these two, nothing is predictable. And that unpredictability is what keeps people watching. So now the question isn't just what happened? It's what happens next. Will they lean into the attention, or step away from it? Will they clarify the rumors, or let them continue to grow? And perhaps most importantly, are we seeing the beginning of something lasting, or just a moment that feels bigger than it actually is? Right now, no one has the answers. But everyone is waiting. Watching. Refreshing their feeds for the next update, the next clip, the next piece of the puzzle. Because in a world where attention moves fast and stories fade quickly, this one has managed to do something rare. It's holding on. And if you think this is where it ends, you might want to think again. Because the next move? It could change everything. So stay tuned, stay curious, and don't look away, because this story is still unfolding, and the biggest moment might still be ahead. And just when it feels like the story has reached its peak, a new wave of attention crashes in, stronger, louder, and impossible to ignore. Overnight, the narrative surrounding Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner takes another unexpected turn. Not because of a statement, not because of a confirmation, but because of something far more subtle, and far more powerful. A pattern. Fans begin to notice recurring details across multiple appearances. The timing. The coordination. The way they arrive, the way they leave, the way their interactions unfold. It's not obvious at first, but once seen, it becomes impossible to ignore. This isn't random. Or at least, it doesn't feel random anymore. Online forums are now filled with side-by-side comparisons. Screenshots. Slow-motion edits. Entire threads dedicated to decoding what many are calling the unspoken narrative. And the deeper people dig, the more questions arise. Why now? Why these moments? Why together, in this way? And then, another clip surfaces. This one is different. Not because it shows more, but because it feels different. There's a shift in energy. A level of comfort that wasn't as visible before. Timothee, often known for his introspective and reserved demeanor, appears more open. More present. Meanwhile, Kylie, who is no stranger to public attention, seems to match that energy in a way that feels effortless. No overthinking. No performance. Just presence. And that's exactly what's fueling this next phase of the story. Because when moments stop feeling staged and start feeling natural, people pay attention in a completely different way. But here's where things get even more intense. A well-known entertainment insider drops a cryptic hint during a live discussion, suggesting that what the public has seen so far is only the surface. No details. No confirmations. Just that one phrase. The surface. And just like that, the conversation explodes again. What does it mean? Is there more happening behind the scenes? Are there moments we haven't seen, interactions that could completely change the narrative? Speculation spreads faster than ever. Some believe this hints at a deeper connection that has been intentionally kept out of the spotlight. Others think it's simply adding fuel to the fire, keeping the story alive without actually revealing anything concrete. But regardless of interpretation, one thing is certain: the intrigue has reached a new level. Because now, it's not just about what we've seen. It's about what we haven't seen. And that unknown? It's powerful. As the hours pass, more voices join the conversation. Influencers, commentators, even industry figures begin weighing in. Each perspective adds another layer, another angle, another possibility. And still, no direct response. No confirmation. No denial. Just silence. But by now, that silence has become part of the story itself. A strategy? Maybe. A coincidence? Unlikely. An intentional choice to let the world watch, react, and build the narrative on its own? That's what many are starting to believe. Because in today's digital age, attention is currency. And right now, all eyes are exactly where they need to be. On them. But just when it feels like everything is being dissected to its limit, something unexpected happens again. A candid moment captured from a distance. No red carpet. No staged lighting. No obvious awareness of the cameras. In this moment, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner appear completely unguarded. There's no dramatic gesture, no headline-making action, just a quiet interaction that feels almost too real for the narrative that has been built around them. And ironically, that simplicity? It hits harder than anything else. Because it strips everything down. No speculation. No analysis. Just a moment. And for many viewers, that moment says more than all the viral clips combined. But even now, the story refuses to settle. Because with every answer that seems to emerge, new questions take its place. Is this connection evolving? Is it something that will continue to grow in the public eye? Or is it a moment that will eventually fade, leaving behind only speculation and what-ifs? The uncertainty is what keeps the story alive. And right now, that uncertainty is at its strongest. Because no matter how many clips surface, no matter how many theories are created, one truth remains. We're all still watching. Waiting. Trying to understand something that may not be meant to be fully understood. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the reason this story has captured so much attention isn't because of what it clearly shows, but because of what it leaves open. The gaps. The silence. The moments in between. That's where the real story lives. And as long as those spaces exist, the conversation will continue. So here we are. At another turning point. Another pause before whatever comes next. But if there's one thing we've learned so far, it's this. Nothing about this story stays still for long. So don't get too comfortable. Because the next moment, the next appearance, the next clip, the next unexpected detail, could shift everything all over again. And when it does, you'll want to be one of the first to see it. Stay locked in, keep your eyes open, and be ready, because this story isn't slowing down. If anything, it's only getting started. And just when the narrative feels like it's circling the same questions, something shifts again, this time, not from a viral clip or a blurry video, but from the reaction of the people closest to the spotlight. The inner circles. The industry whispers. The subtle cues that don't make headlines immediately, but carry weight once they're noticed. Because now, attention isn't just coming from fans anymore. It's coming from insiders, stylists, collaborators, and even those who have worked closely with Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner in the past. And while no one is saying too much, the tone has changed. There's a sense of acknowledgement. Not confirmation. But not denial either. And in a world where every word is carefully chosen, that gray area becomes incredibly loud. Suddenly, people start paying attention to things they once ignored. Who's liking what on social media? Who's being seen in the same locations? Who's quietly present in the background of someone else's story? These micro details, once insignificant, are now being treated like pieces of evidence. And the deeper fans look, the more they find. But here's where it gets even more intense. A shift in public perception begins to take shape. At first, this story was driven by curiosity. Then it became speculation. But now, it's turning into something else entirely, a kind of emotional investment from the audience. People aren't just watching anymore. They're choosing sides. They're forming opinions. They're defending narratives as if they were part of the story themselves. And that changes everything. Because once a story reaches that level, it's no longer controlled solely by the people at its center. It becomes bigger than them. And that's exactly what's happening right now. A new discussion begins trending, one that goes beyond whether the relationship is real or not. Instead, it focuses on what this pairing represents. Two vastly different worlds colliding. Two identities shaped by completely different paths. And yet, somehow, finding a rhythm that people can't stop talking about. Timothee, often associated with indie cinema, artistic credibility, and a quieter approach to fame. Kylie, synonymous with global influence, business power, and an unmatched presence in the digital space. On paper, it doesn't make sense to some. But in reality, that contrast is exactly what makes it compelling. Because people are drawn to unpredictability. To stories that don't follow the expected script. And right now, this story feels like it's writing itself in real time. But just as the conversation reaches this deeper level, another moment breaks through, and this one hits differently. No dramatic entrance. No coordinated appearance. Just a simple interaction captured unexpectedly. In this moment, there's no crowd, no performance, just a brief exchange that feels almost too ordinary to matter. And yet, it's that ordinariness that makes it stand out. Because for the first time, it doesn't feel like a spectacle. It feels like reality. And that realization shifts the energy once again. Suddenly, the narrative isn't just about are they or aren't they. It becomes, what are we actually witnessing? Is this the early stages of something real, unfolding under a microscope? Or is it a reflection of how quickly audiences can build meaning around even the smallest interactions? And just when it seems like the story might slow down, another ripple spreads. A timing detail. One that seems minor at first, but quickly gains traction. Fans notice that certain appearances, certain movements, certain moments seem to align in a way that feels intentional. Not obvious. Not forced. But precise enough to raise eyebrows. And once again, the theories return. Is this coincidence? Careful planning? Or simply two people navigating the same space at the same time? No one knows for sure. But everyone has an opinion. And those opinions are spreading faster than ever. Meanwhile, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner remain exactly where they've been this entire time, visible, yet distant from the narrative being built around them. They show up. They exist in the same frame. And then they disappear again, leaving behind just enough to keep the story alive. It's a rhythm. A pattern. And whether intentional or not, it's working. Because the attention isn't fading. It's evolving. What started as a moment has turned into a timeline. A sequence of events that people are now following almost like episodes in an ongoing series. Each appearance feels like a new chapter. Each interaction adds depth. Each absence creates anticipation. And right now, we're in the middle of it. Not at the beginning. Not at the end. But at a point where anything could happen next. And that's what makes it impossible to look away. Because stories like this don't come with clear answers. They unfold. Slowly. Unpredictably. Sometimes quietly, sometimes explosively, but always in a way that keeps people watching. So as the noise continues to build and the speculation grows even louder, one thing becomes clear. This isn't just about two people anymore. It's about the way a single connection, real or perceived, can capture global attention, spark endless conversation, and turn fleeting moments into something that feels much bigger than itself. And if you think we've reached the final chapter, you might be underestimating just how far this story can go. Because the next moment? It doesn't need to be dramatic. It doesn't need to be obvious. It just needs to exist. And when it does, the world will be watching, again, analyzing, reacting, and adding yet another layer to a story that refuses to fade. So stay ready. Because whether it's a glance, a gesture, or something no one sees coming, the next shift could arrive at any second. And when it does, everything you thought you understood about this story might change, all over again. And just when it seems like the narrative has stretched as far as it can go, something unexpected happens again, not louder, not bigger, but deeper. The conversation begins to slow, just slightly. Not because people have lost interest, but because they're starting to process what they've been watching all this time. The clips, the appearances, the subtle interactions involving Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are no longer just being consumed, they're being understood in a completely different way. And that shift? It changes everything. Because when a story moves from reaction to reflection, it gains a new kind of power. Now, instead of asking what happened, people are asking, why does this feel so significant? Why has this particular pairing managed to hold attention in a way that so many other celebrity moments can't? What is it about these two individuals, from such different worlds, that keeps pulling people back in? The answers aren't simple. But they start to reveal a bigger picture. This isn't just about romance rumors or viral appearances. It's about contrast, mystery, timing, and the way modern audiences connect with authenticity, even when they're not entirely sure what's real and what isn't. Because let's be honest, there's something undeniably compelling about watching two narratives collide. On one side, Timothee's carefully curated artistic image. On the other, Kylie's unmatched influence in shaping global trends. Separately, they dominate in completely different spaces. But together, they create something that feels new, unpredictable, and almost impossible to define. And that inability to define it? That's what keeps people hooked. But just as this deeper layer of understanding begins to settle in, another unexpected detail starts to circulate. This one doesn't come from a video. It doesn't come from a public appearance. It comes from timing, again. A sequence of movements, locations, and moments that, when placed side by side, suggest something that hasn't been directly seen, but might have been happening all along. Fans begin mapping it out, building timelines, connecting dots that feel too precise to ignore. And suddenly, the narrative expands beyond what's visible. Because now, people aren't just analyzing what's been shown. They're imagining what hasn't. What exists between the moments. What happens when the cameras aren't there. And that's where the story becomes even more powerful. Because the unseen always carries more weight than the seen. It invites curiosity. It creates speculation. It allows every viewer to become part of the storytelling process. And right now, that process is in full motion. But then, just as the speculation reaches another peak, a new moment quietly enters the conversation. No announcement. No build-up. Just a glimpse. In this brief, almost overlooked clip, there's a pause. A stillness. A fraction of a second where everything feels different. It's not about what they do, it's about what they don't do. No exaggerated reactions. No visible awareness of the audience watching from millions of screens. Just presence. And for many, that moment feels more revealing than anything else so far. Because it strips away the noise. It removes the performance. And it leaves behind something that feels, whether real or not, genuine. And once that feeling sets in, it's hard to shake. Because authenticity, even when uncertain, resonates in a way that nothing else can. Now the story has reached a point where every new detail doesn't just add to the narrative, it reshapes it. What once seemed like random moments now feel interconnected. What once felt like speculation now feels like a pattern waiting to be understood. And still, through all of this, Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner remain exactly as they've been, present, but not explanatory. Visible, but not revealing. They don't confirm. They don't deny. They simply exist within the story as it continues to build around them. And maybe that's the most fascinating part. Because in a world where everything is usually explained, labeled, and defined almost instantly, this story refuses to be pinned down. It resists clarity. It thrives in uncertainty. And that uncertainty? It's what keeps the attention alive. Because people don't just want answers. They want meaning. They want connection. They want to feel like they're witnessing something that matters, even if they can't fully explain why. And right now, that's exactly what this is. A moment that feels bigger than its parts. A narrative that continues to evolve without a clear direction. A story that doesn't follow the usual rules, and because of that, becomes impossible to ignore. So here we are again. Another pause. Another moment of anticipation. Another space where anything could happen next. Will there be a confirmation that changes everything? Will the appearances continue, building towards something more defined? Or will the story slowly dissolve, leaving behind only the fragments that once captured the world's attention? No one knows. And maybe no one is supposed to. Because sometimes